I used to be a different person. Never a weird, rapey person or anything. Communication is just key. And, just touch, like true touch. Not like needy, weird affection because, like, you're a fucking codependent pussy, but, like, touch because you compassionately love this human.
Natty bows.
Hell yeah. Bow nose. I don't wear deodorant or anything. I'm full natty.
You don't wear deodorant?
No. I don't give a fuck. I say that so much.
Alright, are you ready?
Sure.
What's your name?
My name is Phil Herman Henry.
And how old are you?
32.
Okay. And who are you on a soul level?
On a soul level, I think it's... Let me just feel out what comes on that one. On a soul level, I think I'm pretty zealot, like warrior. I always try to get down to the brass tacks of the most efficient way to go about doing something. So I think on a soul level, I'm a protector. I'm a fighter, and very, very leftist brain sort of. I'm a doer.
Is there anything that's like happened in your life or anything that's going on right now that kind of contributes to like who you are and like what's made you this like warrior doer?
Yeah, for sure. I think. Well, I mean, I don't know the percentages of what shapes a boy into a man, but I know that a huge contributing factor to that is should be a father figure, and I had a massive lack thereof. Always, never had a father, never had an applicable man to turn to for guidance, right? So I kind of filled in that void with the best I knew how, inadvertently, and that was a lot of comic book characters and video game characters like Solid Snake and Vegeta and Zex Marquise and Trace Cushionata and all these super precise, super dedicated, super serious guys. And if you view it, I mean, from the age of 6 to 16, that's like what I reference for male behavior, right? And then it's really served me. And I've gotten looser and softer over the years, but I think that's what shaped me. Yeah, just having no choice but to be the man of the house at a unacceptably young age, and kind of having no excuses to fall back on, because it was 100% accountability from a very, very early age for me.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you 3 categories, and I want you to pick like which means the most to you and which means the least to you. And these things you can mix and match too, because some people don't really put these things in the same, So the first group of things are love, sex, and relationships. The next is society, culture, and politics. And the third is spirituality and religion. So like which of those things kind of take the forefront in your life and which take a back seat?
What was the second one?
Society, culture, and politics.
So I think what I gotta start with spirituality. I gotta start with spirituality in terms of importance, because I don't think, at least the way I've kind of framed my life to operate, nothing transpires without me first going towards a God for guidance and for direction, and when I don't do that, I tend to create things that are more Phil-centered than they are of true love and nature. So I definitely would rank sex, relationships, and love last out of the well, I don't know. The other two have so many elements to them that it's difficult. It's hard to simply answer.
Right.
But if we had to go, if I were to turn those three groups into God, family, and politics, it would definitely go in that order, you know?
Okay.
Love's huge. I mean, it's tough. Politics means a lot to me to a point.
Okay.
And once I am assured that I will not be tread on or genocide, or my kind will not be deleted from a nation state, well, then I tend to just be like, okay, we're good. I can carry on with the other things important to me in my life.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna get you to draw.
Cool.
So pick colors that represent your mood right now and you as a human being. Like in your life, you can pick as many colors as you want.
Yeah, sure. I'm a big fan of this deep forest green up in here. I love being in the woods. I trail run basically every day. A little factoid for all you ladies and gentlemen at home. I learned 2 weekends ago that I am a mountain person over a beach person, so have a nice day with that little factoid. I'm gonna go black because it shows up so well and it's not to be fucked with on the canvas of art. I'm gonna go pink because you're not a real man unless you're comfortable in pink. Those are my three choices.
Cool. So just draw throughout the interview. You can draw whatever you want and then you'll show at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so first question. What excites you more than anything?
Okay, so I would definitely say that what excites me more than anything would be a nail-biting MotoGP race, which is the fastest amount on the fastest bikes in the world. So a nail-biting MotoGP race, and kind of like just selling your soul to make the move in the late stage of an endurance race, particularly trail running at this point, because that's kind of my fancy. And just watching little 6-year-old Henry just grow, turn into a true boy who will one day be a man. So
that's really sweet. What makes you the most upset, or do you have any pet peeves?
What makes me the most upset is when people come to me with problems perpetually and do not take any action in order to solve them, right? I guess I would zoom out a little bit more. What makes me the most upset is unaccountability. The unaccountability just fucking drives me insane, dude. That's my answer.
Okay. What are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of not being the strongest. I'm afraid of not being the fastest.
Do you just mean physically or like in general?
Any way you could apply speed or strength, right? So in general, any sort of general application of those two words. I'm afraid of wasting time. I'm scared to death of it. That's my number one fear, wasting time. That sun is a beast.
Yeah. It's hot. Let's see. What is your favorite song right now? Or ever, since you like older?
That's such a fun question to think about. My favorite song ever is Knuckleheads from the Only Built for Cuban Links album. Raekwon, Ghostface, and Capadonna are the 3 MCs on the track.
Okay. How does that go for people who don't know that song? Or what's like one of the verses or your favorite verse? I think I know that song.
Lay on the crime scene, sipping fine wine, pulling 9s on UFOs, thinking they fly as ghosts, their eyes are closed. We getting loot, no doubt, check the word of mouth, unheard about, guns go off and now a murder route. I'm out. My raps play the part like you get smart, secret agent, and amazing, styles blazing. Johnny Blazing, Tony Stark's in the dazing, and rhyming, my nigga Luke Diamond with Robert F. We like meth to go and fuck with noodles. Goes on.
Yes. That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is social media to you? And what do you think about it?
A pathetic distraction from reality, only to be used for financial ends and networking, not to ever be addicted to or overused. I'm not on anything except for Strava.
What is, you said Strava?
Yeah, it's like a, Strava is, it's like my workout watch automatically hooks to the Strava through my Wi-Fi, and then like it'll post a workout, and then people can comment on it. You can get, it's called kudos. A kudo is a like. You can have followers and stuff.
So it's for exercise.
It definitely serves like a very direct purpose. You know, you can't like stalk girls or guys on there too. I mean, you can kind of see some action, but not like if you're really creeping on the book, or you know what I'm saying.
Wow. Okay. What's the most challenging thing you've gone through?
Dude, I just dominate like whatever. No, I'm kidding. Well, so I got sober 9 years ago, but I'll tell you what was tough. That was crazy. That was like life-changing God moment, like hope bomb, insane type shit. I don't want to go down that road, but I've been off caffeine for like a year and a half. Really proud of that, because the human body's capacity to naturally generate energy is beyond acceptable. Like caffeine is such a mistake, right? In IMO. So yeah, I would say, I don't know, man. I really just plow through shit. Like I'm not even worried about like shit.
Okay. What's one of the hardest conversations you've ever had?
This real deal breakup a couple years ago, where like she was the sweetest girl and her future was clearly full of happy destiny, right? And I just felt in my gut that mine wasn't with her, and I wasted her time to lead her on like I did. And that breakup conversation was like, felt like a freight train just hit me in the chest. It was so crazy. Yeah, to this day that convo is just like, oh, there's another one though that was huge. That one's really big of recent years. But when I was in 8th grade, my father's cocaine addict, right? And he was basically absent from 8th grade. He was just always absent, right? He was like, this is the deadest beat, right? But I remember one night, I think it was early 8th grade, he calls and he's bullshitting, telling lies, whatever. My mom's way over him at this point, like there's none of that going on. But he's telling lies to my sister, lies to my mom, doesn't talk to me. And I'm like, Mom, give me the phone. And I remember as an 8th grader, and 8th graders don't do this, I remember just straight up being like, look, Tim, you're either gonna step up as a father in my sister and Mai's life, or you're going to disappear, because this half in, half out stuff is not working. And I'm telling you now, as a man, to be a man. And didn't hear from him for like 5 years, but
Damn.
that was huge. Eighth graders shouldn't have to.
The 13, that's young.
Shouldn't have to have that conversation. But,
Yeah.
question. Ooh.
Okay. Do you have any weird habits or any habits at all where people are like, man, you always do that? Or anything that you notice that you do?
I definitely have this huge like thing about me where I really need my time, right? I need decompression time, if that makes sense. Like
You're an introvert.
I am the Exhibit A Webster's Dictionary example. Well, that's not true because, I kind of get fly, on the weekends and shit. But like, it's like,
do you go out? Like,
fuck no. What a nightmare. No, I can definitely rap, with the best of them. But I get my energy from just being alone. That's why I love trail running, man. It's just me and God. And the spider webs that I fucking run through the whole time.
Oh, that's terrifying.
See a lot of snakes out there too.
Oh, no.
But look, here's the rule about snakes in Maryland. I'll get you out of trouble right quick. If it's not only brown, you're safe. If it's black, you're safe. You don't gotta worry about black snakes. Black snakes won't do shit. I know they're freaky. I mean, you create space, but they're not like lethal. Another factoid.
So, have you seen like a brown snake?
Nah, every time I see a snake, I just make sure it's black. And I'm like, have a nice day, Mr. Snake.
Huh.
My name's Phil. What's yours?
Oh my god.
I don't touch him and shit. I'm not like, I'm like Steve Irwin.
Right.
I'm like a Catonsville version of Steve Irwin, right?
You just hop over it and keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they know you're there, man. They see like the Predator. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Infrared and shit. Like.
I forgot you knew a lot about animals.
I'm not. Yeah. I mean, I just think animals are really cool. Favorite animal is a falcon. Little extra bit there. And a badger, because they don't give a fuck. We all know that.
Oh my god, that's amazing. First of all, I never even think about badgers ever. Second of all, I didn't know that they didn't give a fuck. So
that's why I got to shout out to them.
Good to know.
There's like this classic video about this guy, like he's got a very flamboyant sort of voice, and he's like, look at that honey badger. Honey badger doesn't give a fuck. It's a video. I'll send it to you.
Okay. Share an embarrassing moment. Or do you not get embarrassed?
Oh, I get fucking embarrassed, dude. Alright, I just bypassed the first option because I'll just say it. I used to be a different person. Never a weird rapey person or anything, but I used to be a different person, and okay. Overconfident with a lot of alcohol in my system. I once pulled my penis out and did the helicopter with it in front of like the wrong group of people. Not that I was like lobbying for them to do anything with my penis. It was more just a very chauvinistic act. And when I think back on that, I'm like, oh, bad look. We're getting real, right?
I mean, what did they do?
The one girl was like, oh my god, fucking kill yourself. They were like my sister's friends, dude. It was my judgment was shrouded by the spirits of probably Bud Light or probably Natty Bo, to be honest.
And $2 Natty Bo's.
Hell yeah. Bo knows.
Okay. What don't you want to tell people but know you should share because it could help someone else?
What do I not want to tell people but should share?
Yeah, like what do you not want to tell people or don't really feel that comfortable telling people but know you should share because you could help someone else in that same predicament that feels like they're alone or feels like they don't know what to do or whatever.
Look, friend, in 100 years, I guarantee you, you're gonna be dead. 100% guaranteed. So whatever's haunting you right now, you better not let it haunt you too much, because it doesn't mean shit in the end.
That was actually pretty good.
Thank you.
I feel like everybody needs to hear that. I think
Yeah, but you can't just come out and be that raw, you know?
Yeah. What do you feel will restore connection?
Restore connection, communication, honesty. And you know, if that in the end actually drives two souls further apart, well then that was for the better as well. But you can never know what you're dealing with unless you take stock in the inventory of, I guess we're talking about relationships and not like Pluto being considered a planet or not. Like,
yeah, just like interpersonal relationships.
Cool. Yeah, communication is just key. And you know, just touch, like true touch. Not like needy, weird affection because like you're a fucking codependent pussy, but like touch because you compassionately love this human being, right? And with me and Henry, it's like rough touch, you know, like you know, the processes that like the silver black will go through with his younger boy, like just wrestling and roughhousing. Where with Henry, it'll be like true contact and protection and whatever. Touch, communication.
Okay. Do you send important information through text messages? Like, have you ever said something? You know how people now, they don't really know how to communicate. So have you ever said something you should have said in person through a text message? Or do you always say, hey, I need to talk to you in person about like big things?
I just beat myself in tic-tac-toe. Yeah, I'll jump the gun on text all the time and be like, oops, should have waited the 12 hours until I saw you face to face. Yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, yes, that is a yes.
Okay. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen?
Saw this dude when I was in the Marine Corps. It was crazy because it really shaped me as well as well, I got struck by lightning once.
That's crazy.
But that was an experience. But like seeing saw this dude having like a straight up seizure, hard as fuck, like on the toilet in the Marine Corps, and the officer of the day comes in, and that dude had deployed to Iraq, Afghanistan, the whole nine. He's taken lives, no question about it. He walked into that bathroom, and the way he reacted to the situation that we were all kind of panicking about was so eye-opening to the fact that, like, even if you should be freaking out, you shouldn't, right? This dude just walked in so calm, so chill, like, yeah, that kid's dying. Let me calmly like he had seen it 100 times, right? So it was crazy to me because I was like, this fucking warrior is unfazable, right? It could have been a stick of dynamite about to blow the kid in half and he would have done the same exact thing. And it just shaped me to be like, I need to start framing myself in that way because it's very, very effective to live like that.
Okay. I mean, did he like help him or did he like call somebody to help him?
He made a call.
Okay.
And like we put cushions under his head so he didn't smack it up against the thing. He didn't die.
Okay.
It was no big deal. He reacted so perfectly. It just shaped me, you know?
Wow.
That's probably not the craziest thing. It's what came to mind, so.
Yeah. Okay. What's the nicest thing you've ever done for someone?
Oh, dude. I don't want to answer that question because I want to keep those secrets.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can't go.
So I'm gonna guess there's tons of nice.
I don't want to gas it up. Yeah. I've done some stuff, but you know, I come from kind of a collective group thinkum, which like the coolest thing you could possibly do is not go bragging about the nice things you've done. So I'm just not gonna disclose that.
Okay. What are you self-conscious about?
I am self-conscious about I consciously am thinking all the time about how to get faster, stronger. It's conscious in the regards of like what is myself most conscious of, in regards to like what is eating my lunch about what other people think about me. Man, this day and age, I don't fucking care what people think about me. Like, not that I'm like Tyler Durden Fight Club level about not giving a shit, like making soap out of fat people's liposuction and selling it back to them level, but dude, I'm just so beyond. I just don't give a shit. I just don't care. Like,
Okay.
I'm just not worried about what people think. Think about me, how I can get better. All I think about is how I can get better. It's like what haunts me. 1% every day, 1% every day, 1% every day.
Okay. Who do you look up to?
Miyamoto Musashi. He's the greatest swordsman to ever live. Valentino Rossi, considered to be the greatest motorcycle racer to ever live. Johnny Unitas, Barry Sanders. Secretariat, although it's a horse from the 70s, I think Secretariat might be the greatest athlete to ever grace this earth.
And then that's a horse?
It's a horse, yeah. Won the Triple Crown. Still holds the record at the Belmont, the Preakness, and the Kentucky Derby. To this day. Stupid.
I think it's great that you look up to a horse.
Oh my god. Well, you know my name Philip means lover of horses. So, Phil means love, I think, in Latin.
That's amazing. Were there more? Or is that... You're also vegan. Are there any vegan
Winston
people?
Churchill. Winston Churchill. Although, by and large, I think the Brits are some pretty big shit cunts. I love them. I love them and hate them, you know. The vegan, you know, it's funny being the vegan, like, we talked about, like, I'm a vegan Republican, you know, so I'm not allowed to hang out with vegans, and I'm not allowed to hang out with Republicans. I'm just off in my own little corner. Because if you tell a good old boy, like, do you have any Beyond Burgers? They're like, get the fuck out of here, you soy boy. And I'm like, but dude, like, come on, man. And then with the vegans, it's like, wait, you voted for Trump? Like, get your ass out of here, fucking KKK member. So that's how that is.
Okay. All right. So this is a book, 3,000 Questions About Me. This is like a lightning round. I'm gonna ask like 5.
All right. This is really fun, by the way.
I'm glad you're having fun. Who would win in a fight, Chuck Norris or Jack Bauer?
Is Jack Bauer the dude from that Tom Clancy thing?
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
Pretend that.
I'm gonna be the one human being in the history of mankind to go against Chuck and say Jack Bauer.
Okay. Are you an overachiever or a perfectionist?
Perfectionist.
Okay. What is your most used phrase?
Just give me 1 second. Most used phrase. I don't give a fuck. I say that so much.
Okay. What is your favorite scent of candle or room spray or cologne? If you have any of those.
Woman scent.
Woman scent?
Scent of woman.
To wear or to have in your
Life.
Okay.
To wear, I don't wear deodorant or anything. I'm full natty.
You don't wear deodorant?
No. Because if you don't, you just never stink. I feel like deodorant creates little colonies of stink bugs that wait.
Even like Tom's, like.
Nah, I'm full natty. I'll hit Old Spice like once every other week, just a little squirt.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
You're done. Okay. How fast can you run?
Run what?
All of the things that you do. What are your
My last clock
numbers?
40-yard dash, completely untrained and 20 pounds overweight, was a 4.8. Okay? Have no idea what my 100 meter or 100 yard is, or meter, whatever they do in the Olympics. Pretty sure it's meter. My quarter mile, if I had to time trial a quarter mile right now, I'd probably be low 50s. Half mile, probably like a high 2. 5K time trial on a track, I'd like to think I'd break 18 minutes. Like I ran a trail race. I ran a 25K trail race the other day. Won my age group, 12th overall. The elevation was ridiculous, and I ran it at 2:18. It was like 16 miles.
Okay.
So you asked the wrong person, because I can just talk about that and only that for an entire interview.
Okay. If you got arrested, who's the first person you call?
Oh, I'd probably just chill.
What?
I'd probably just chill.
You just sit there?
I'd sit there for a little bit. Yeah. The first person I'd call is dead. So the first person I'd unquestionably call died a couple years ago.
Okay.
So now I'd probably just sit there and be like, well, it's fucking time served anyway, so whatever. I'll pay for this on the front end. Let's just chill.
How long would you sit there?
I'd work on my push-up max for like a week, you know? And if they had a bar, I doubt they would though, you know? I'd just get a crazy swole push-up gains for like a week, and then I'd call because I called my friend Bob or Joe. I'd probably call Joe, my buddy Joe. The same one who uses racist slurs against me. He'd still be the first man I call, because he loves me like a brother.
Okay. And last question. What do you have to say to the world?
What do I have to say to the world? Will they answer this question? Will they respond?
They can if they want to. But you can say anything, ask anything, just what do you want to say, and get out to if you thought everybody possible was gonna see us, what would you have to say?
World? You're disappointing me right now. You can do better. You can do better than this. Let's all sing some Kumbaya and legitimately stop fucking murdering each other all across the globe. That's what I would say to the world.
Perfect.
If I had to just fucking drop one little tidbit, you know?
Okay. Well, show us what you drew.
Okay, I drew Ace of Spades Vegeta in pink. Can't explain that. I drew a roll of toilet paper.
Hold it up a little higher. Okay.
Drew an Ace of Spades, Vegeta, in the classic Saiyan armor.
Mm-hmm.
Power level 16,000. Toilet paper. I was gonna make something more interesting out of that cylindrical shape, but I did not. Drew a turtle, and then I played tic-tac-toe against myself. Lost. Won. I guess that's more of a philosophical debate. But yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got going.
Can you sign it?
Yeah, sure. Sure. I'll sign it in booger.
Just call it booger.
Yeah.
Alright, Phil. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
This is awesome.
Yeah, look up that WuTang Clan song, everybody. This is Phil in the Flesh.